Hello guys, how you all doing? I found this video by a Nigerian YouTuber talking about how much he makes on YouTube, people's expectations and all of that, and that sort of inspired me to also do this version. So people, especially people in Ghana, who want to go into blogging, would have some answers. A lot of people assume there's so much money to be made because some people in the front of it are living or making money. But is that the case? So today I'm going to break it down using my experiences, at least what happens with me, so that you lot can also learn and see what you can do in terms of making money online. All right, so one of the biggest questions that I've been receiving via email, social media is people wanting me to teach them to become bloggers. And often you even find out that their perception of what blogging is really not what it is. People see things become popular and they assume that is some sort of blogging and they want to do it also. In recent times, bloggers have become very popular for various reasons, and it's become an alternative career or job to many. More people are choosing to join the ranks, and sometimes just for money, sometimes for what it ought to be. So who are bloggers? These are individuals who love sharing parts of their lives with you. They post various topics from arts to home designs, carpentry, and finance articles to whatever. Bloggers are mobile beings, and basically they don't have to be at one place. They live on the internet. Anytime there's internet access, we can sort of work. Let's go into a bit of the technical stuff. A blogger is someone who runs and controls a blog. He or she shares his or her opinion on different topics for a targeted audience. We find out that that's not the case when the typical case of what blogging is in Ghana at the moment. A lot of time people are just writing and posting entertainment happenings on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook, and people assume that's it. What I do, which makes me still qualify as a blogger, is you realize that my style is very different. My content combines a variety of styles. So, like they say, blogs are supposed to be like a diary. You showing your what you're going through in a day, what you've experienced, or things like that. And I do that. So often I experience something, I put it together to answer questions that somebody may also have around that topic. I travel, I share my experience in writing, I share my experience in videos, and all of that. And of course, I also do the news content as well. But that's not all I do. So when you come to me, there's a multiplicity of things that I do, and so I still would qualify technically as a blogger, but most other people would not, because they just have platforms and they just put news on there, and people just take it as bloggers, or they are bloggers. So why is blogging so popular now? Blogs allow you to talk about topics and express your opinions. You find some bloggers writing on every activity that took place during the day, and this may range from small issues such as waking up to major issues like human rights and climate change. But like I said, in Ghana, we tend to see one style of blogging, which is mostly around entertainment, and people just tend to put out news rather than share their experiences, share their thoughts, and things like that. So the big question: are bloggers getting paid? Bloggers do earn money, but it's not a get rich quick kind of profession. It's not that easy. And even depending on the locality you find yourself, the region, the place you find yourself, the chances of making money are either high or very low. Before you can start monetizing your blog, you need to build your Google SERP, which is more like a search engine results page. Also, that's your ranking. And you also have to build your niche influence. And that takes plenty of time and quantity of content, quality content to get there. Money-making opportunities won't present themselves to you immediately until you gain some credibility in the field. So get down to business. So when you've gained this sort of traction, this credibility, how then do you now make money? Here is how you can make good money as a top-ranked niche blogger. You can do so by selling ad space on your blog privately or via Google AdSense. And I'm going to talk about Google AdSense a lot in this session. You can also become an affiliate partner privately or through an ad network. Affiliate means that the kind that you post something on your platform and when people click on it or use a code, etc., based on number of results they get from that, they pay you a percentage of every result that you are able to achieve for them. You can also sell your own digital products such as ebook and tutorials. So if you become quite popular in one space, what you can do is you turn that into a merchandising opportunity. So you're making books, you're making videos, whatever, so that you are selling that and making money off of what your blog really is. You can also sell membership for access to exclusive content and advice. This, I don't know if it will work in Ghana, but elsewhere it does happen. You can also use your blog as a content marketing tool for your business. That's for a different type of blog and those that are more around businesses. So for instance, if you have a food delivery sort of business, you can create a blog around that. So you'll be talking about things to do in terms of food delivery, different topics around that. And at the end of the day, you can always use this to market what you are doing, whatever business that you find yourself. But I don't think that is, because most of those people who do that, they already have a business. So they use the blogging as a means to make their business popular, not so much a means to make money. So I will take that one out for now. When I started blogging, it's been a little over 12 years altogether. And I remember when I started my blog, Ameyaw.com, not the blogspot. And Ameyaw.com became so popular. And at that time, I was also working for Ghana Web. And Ghana Web, of course, was, as a content editor, they were paying me a salary. So when the Ghana Web owner came to Ghana and heard that my website was on radio, was on TV, events, mentioning me as media partner, etc., he got worried. It's like, hey, is this thing that big? And why is my brand brother not there? So there was this conflict of interest, and back and forth, we parted ways. And it was difficult for me because now I have to now find ways to make money from my blog, and it was not easy. So when you have a blog, perhaps the easiest thing to do to make money, or the first option that comes, is through Google AdSense. So what Google does is they have an advertising platform where businesses pay them different rates for them to advertise on different platforms for them. So if you sign up and Google checks you and they approve, now they will serve these adverts on your platform. And so whatever money is being paid on those adverts based on activities such as the number of views, the number of people who click on your platform, you get paid. So my website was very popular, and yet it wasn't making big money because to make very huge money, you needed very huge traffic, and also you have to, it's not just traffic, but the quality of the traffic and the quality of adverts being served to those people. Over the years, you find out that in Ghana, if majority of your traffic is from Ghana, you make very minimal money. because there isn't enough quality advertising going on within Ghana, and so they serve the adverts based on where the person is located. So if somebody in America is looking at my website, what he sees will be different in terms of advertising from Google, will be different from what people in Ghana would also see. And because there's a better advertising spend abroad, especially in the US, UK, other jurisdictions, they tend to make more money. And when I was starting, majority of my traffic for some reason was from the UK and the US, more than Ghana, and so I was making better money back then. And then suddenly things changed, and I wasn't making so much money, even though my traffic was going out and the brands kept resonating with more people. So that's one way, but I'm going to tell you, people make it seem like there's so much money. Maybe I'm not doing it because I don't chase after traffic. What now I do is, I think my brand stands for quality content that I believe in, content that is true and not just chasing after traffic. Content that is to entertain and all of that. So traffic and making money off that traffic is not my immediate concern. So other people do it and they get lots of traffic. So I'm guessing perhaps they get even more, they make money on AdSense, but generally that's not the case. So I'm going to show you what I've made so far this year from Google Ads or AdSense. And then because it hasn't been a terrific year in terms of advertising because we've been hit by Corona, and so there's been a downturn. But then I'm going to show you that, just to post one other platform where I also make money through, and then you see within this first 5 months of the year, even though it's been hectic in terms of coronavirus, which platforms is making me better money. So on AdSense, even if you get, say, 10,000 people impressions or views, unique whatever, on an article, chances are you'd only make something like maybe $3 to $5 out of that. So yes, it shows you, if you're chasing this kind of traffic, even if you're getting a lot, you're not going to make that much consistently over a period. So when people criticize bloggers for sensationalism, false stuff, and not tricking them, it is because most of them are targeting this kind of advertising, but income. Sorry, they are using AdSense, and so they need more people to go and watch it. And like I'm saying, at the end of the day, it doesn't fetch that much. So what I also, some of the things another way I also make money is through SEO marketing. So we have people around the world who sort of market people's brands through SEO. SEO means search engine optimization. So for instance, if Vodafone wants to be seen when people search for best ISP content on the internet in Ghana, what they do is, when people search, the results that come, that is, everybody wants to appear in that result so that they are up in good position. And so the more people write about you, the more people put you in their website, etc., it ranks you higher. And so there are businesses that contact a lot of bloggers to give them content, and then at the end of the day they market some sort of a link to promote whatever business. And I've been doing a bit of that, and I get paid through PayPal. So I'm going to show you, like I said, comparing Google AdSense and that platform so far this year, what I've made there and what I've made at AdSense. So another way I make money is through direct advertising. So that one, like I said in the beginning, once you build a platform that has credibility, that has that audience that people want to tap into, then your ability to have direct advertising on the platform is there. And I don't get a lot of that because I don't have a marketing team that is always selling our spaces. So we just wait and people call, and then we give them our offering. And it's not very consistent, but it's better when I get direct adverts, and my rates are even better because my adverts are static. So if 1 million people go on the website and they see your website, they see your advert, it's there in their face all the time. And so we charge around 100 Ghana cedis per every 10,000 impressions. Depending on where we put you, depending on the size of your banner, etc. All of that to determine on how much we charge you per month. So if you are interested in that, get at me. Contact me on ads@ameyawdebrah.com, and then we do that amazing offer for you. Another way I make money is through social media. Because I've built a big following on social media, I think I am probably the media personality with the most social media following across platform, and not just the following but the engagement and what I'm able to achieve across this platform. I think I'm probably the highest, and so I have built my brand in order to enable me to do influencing, to sell different products on my platform. And so I do campaigns for brands, for individuals on these platforms. I charge based on a number of levels, and then I engage my following to promote whatever it is that I have to do for the brand. So that is another way I make revenue as a blogger. Now let's talk about YouTube. I know a lot of people are on YouTube watching videos, and also there's a lot of perception that people are making so much money on YouTube because the views are high, etc. And yes, people do make a lot of money. People make millions of dollars around the world through their channels on YouTube. But again, it depends on where you're located, the culture of the people, where the people who are watching your video are coming from, the kinds of adverts they see, etc. So you can make 1 million views on a video, and you make about just $300 because there's a lot of things that go through. I also know that the fact that there's 1 million views means everybody saw adverts, or adverts were served for all of those views. And like I said, depending on the locality, depending on the type of content, if it's comedy and music, those ones, they don't fetch so much because naturally the audience is higher. But content such as forex trading and specialized niche content, those ones have higher rates of making money. So like I said, you can make 1 million views and you make $300. What have we been making? We haven't been making, Ameyaw TV as a whole, we haven't been making amazing amounts of money, also because our content doesn't get a lot of traction within Ghana, because our quality, what we want to do is not what the masses in Ghana tend to consume on YouTube. So we don't have that much. And then some of our content too have grown very far. We've had some that are around 200,000 views and more. And those ones, you realize they sort of, because of the subject and the way we did it, the audience is not Ghana, it's bigger than Ghana. And so even with those, we look at the kind of money we made, and it's not that much, although there's a lot that can be made. But here are some tricks. Maybe we don't do it that much, but you have to. For instance, if you have a 10-minute video, you can break it up and have ad breaks in it. So for instance, you can put an advert every 2 minutes in there, because when you have a longer video, they serve more adverts. So for instance, a longer video with just 500 views may make more money than a shorter video with 10,000 views, because with the 10,000 views, they probably saw just one advert on that video, but with the 500 views on the longer video in between, maybe if all of them watch the video throughout, these 500 people maybe have seen 5 different adverts. So it's 500 times 5, which is more in terms of impressions and engagement with the advert, which means more money as well. So these are some of the things that happen. And like I said, some people are making amazing money, we are not. Again, we're going to show you how much you'll be making on our YouTube. So there you have it. I really hope that this video has helped you to sort of understand the blogging space a little bit more, and you know what to do if you want to make money on there. Cheers, catch you soon, bye bye.